Thank you so much for coming in over here tonight, man. I was sitting around here. First of all, me welcome you to the clubhouse over here, man. Bruce goes boxing, jazz, and more. And right now, I'm hitting on a nice little piece of purple haze over here, man. Anybody recognize that little gem? That's what I'm enjoying that right now. I'm listening to the Trio of Doom. The Trio of Doom. That's a jazz trio. Anybody who digs on jazz will know the three musicians in this band. You know, you got the great John McLaughlin on lead guitar. Fantastic. I mean, this guy's played with Miles Davis, Billy Cobham. He's played with everybody. Everybody, man. John McLaughlin, the Mahavishnu Orchestra. If you know jazz, you know John McLaughlin. Let me see who's in here, man. I think I tried typing everybody when we were digging on some tunes over here, but now that you see my ugly face on camera over here, man, I love you all. Thank you so much for coming in, man. Punch Smollett, always around my brothers. Salute to you, man. Drew Titan, man, thank you for gracing my channel over here, bro. Appreciate it, man. I look forward to seeing you on a daily basis, my brother. Nitty G, man. Nitty G, my man. Always a good time. Always great to see you here, brother. Always great to see you. And Kwee, man. Kwee. Oh, baby. Thank you so much for coming in, Kwee. I love seeing you in here, man. You definitely raised the real estate value of my humble operation when you stop in, man. DP Rocker, good brother. Always here before. You've seen it before. What have you seen before, Kwee? I'm sorry, I wasn't reading the charts. I was going back, but you've seen the music I'm talking about. John McLaughlin. Anyway, man, you got John McLaughlin on lead guitar, and then you've got on bass. You've got the legendary Jaco Pastorius, man. Jaco Pastorius played with Weather Report, played with Sam and Dave, played with everybody, man. Miles, John McLaughlin. Excuse me. Maybe these tokens I haven't done any in a few minutes. Maybe I should do a few, get myself loosened up so I can finish this or start it or whatever we may be doing over here, man. This is a crazy little show I put together, and I'll show you why in a few seconds here. And Busco's always states, man, he's a card carrying medical marijuana patient for the state of Rhode Island. So everything I'm doing here, this is my medication. This is what gets me loose and keeps me sane, keeps me. In fact, it's the only medication I do, man. No, it's not. I take a pill for high blood pressure, Antanol, Atonol. I've taken it for so long, I don't even know how to say it. But anyway, I take that and I take famotidine. But the Reef is my antidepressant. It's my pain medication, my anti-anxiety. Even my love potion. Me and the old lady, we took up on a regular basis. I think it keeps our marriage together. Picasso, brother, salute for coming in, man. Salute. I wish I had an automatic toker filler over here. I wouldn't have to go back and forth and up and down. But anyway, man, yeah, we got the Jaco Pastorius, probably one of the greatest bass players in modern jazz history. I saw him 3 or 4 times, man. Let's see. I saw him the first time I saw him was with Weather Report. Unbelievable. Talk about Jimi Hendrix on the bass. I mean, this cat was making that bass scream. Pigeon Mike. Salute, brother. Behave yourself, and you're more than welcome here, my man. Salute to you, Pigeon. But anyway, man. Jaco Pastorius. I saw him with Weather Report, and he blew my mind. Solos on the bass, making that bass sing. He was playing Sound of Music, and he had reverbs going, and I mean, he had a whole thing, probably about 3 different tracks going down. And then he had the thing. He had the auditorium. It was a Veterans Memorial Auditorium in Providence, Rhode Island. Place that was probably built in the 30s. The Rhode Island Philharmonic plays there, and a lot of sophisticated high-end concerts. Although the times are coming, they'll play anything there, I guess, man. They'd probably do a male strip fucking review if they had to. But excuse me. And I saw Jocko there with Weather Report. An unbelievable band. If anybody's ever heard of them or had the pleasure to see them. Oh, water is the key. JC, my brother, salute, man. Thank you for coming in, man. And I'm always talking about the greatness of water, man. Keeps the organs hydrated. Your body needs water, man. I drink close to a gallon of water a day, and man, I love my water. You know, I get it from Culligan. And I don't drink the town of Bristol's water, man. The town of Bristol's water, I can only imagine what that has in it. It's probably loaded with antidepressants and fucking anti-anxiety medications, all kind of shit that people flush down the toilets, man. I'm not gonna pay for that stuff. I'm not gonna. I've drank the local water and the water authority. That's what they call them. It's not the water company anymore. They're the water authority. You know, you can bow down to them. They call it Bristol Crystal. But anyway, the stuff tastes like iodine. And drink water, man. Drink water, stay healthy. Keeps the joints lubricated, man. Keeps the skin conditioned. Keeps everything, man. Water is, your body is got so much water in it. It needs water. You constantly expel water. Keeps the kidneys, keeps your liver, everything. Keeps it hydrated, man. You know, everything you're putting in your body. Mr. Shelton, salute my brother. Your wrench is gone again. I'll straighten that out for you, brother. Where is he? Are you sure that's the real you, Mr. Shelton? You know I'm gonna wrench you up in here, brother. If you're fucking around, if it's pigeon or something asking for one, then we take care of you at some other time. But as for right now, man, you're my brother, Mr. Shelton. You know that, man. You're always wrenched in here. I like to wrench up all my family that comes in here. That way nobody blasts them out. And man, we can can't we all get along, man? Damn. Oh, hey, man. Over here, we're gonna try like hell. We're gonna try like hell. We're gonna keep it boxing, and we're gonna keep it jazz, weed, wrestling, health and nutrition. Well, if that's not the real one, we'll get rid of them later. If it is, then I don't know if is that the real Mr. Shelton? Mr. Shelton, what song do we sing together? You got about 5 seconds, man. Nah, Mr. Shelton, that's not you, brother. You don't know the song that we sing all the time? Then I'm sorry, man. You're no longer a moderator on my channel, as it says there, unless you can tell me that song. I think that's Pigeon playing games over here, man. Regardless thereof, man. Pidge, you can stay, and unless some of the moderators think you're a pain in the ass, then they'll get rid of you with my blessings. But anyway, man, I was talking about the trio of doom, man. Jaco Pastorius, great. No, you know what it is, Mr. Shelton. Phil, get out of here, you bum. I'll give you a wrench. I'll give you a wrench across the side of the head, maybe even the kneecaps. But only kidding, bro. Only kidding. Peace. Anyway, man, the drummer. Let me get back to Jaco Pastorius. Jaco Pastorius, great electric bass player, man. Died a terrible death. Anyway, I saw him again. He played with Joni Mitchell. He went on tour with Joni Mitchell. She was just doing her Mingus thing, man. She was doing all kind of Charles Mingus songs, Pork Pie Hat, and it was a great concert, man. And Jaco was playing with Pat Metheny, and he was playing with Michael Brecker and Joni. And it was a good show. Don Elias on percussion. Lyle Mays was on piano. I was going to say Herbie Hancock, but Herbie was on and off with him. Lyle Mays was Pat Metheny's guitar player, and he was on. Anyway, great show, man. Great show. Jaco once again outshined himself. Did a fantastic solo. He was great. And at that concert too, I'm up in the bar and I'm drinking at the Civic Center. They have a place called the Royal Roost on the on the perimeter. I don't know if it's still there, but it was a bar. They tried to be high class, but what the fuck? You got the Providence Bruins fans and PC Friars, boxing fans, wrestling fans. It was a bar at decent prices. You know, you're way up in the nosebleeds, but man, you know, to sit there and suck down a beer, eat some chicken wings. G5, my brother, salute to you, man. Salute, man. Thanks for coming in, bro. Always a pleasure to see you here, man. You know, this is actually going to be about Wheaties, man. But I'm starting to talk a little bit about jazz here to get you warmed up. Man, I'll spend, I don't know, man, 5 minutes. All of a sudden it turns into 20. But hey, we stretch it out. You know, that's the thing I like about YouTube, man. It's open ended. You know, we can go on here. We can go on. All I've seen guys do 8 hour shit. One cat a few months ago did I think a 25-day stream, man. I mean, you're not going to see me do that. I don't have enough. Well, I don't drink caffeine. I don't take any stimulants. Reefer kind of works as a stimulant for me, man. You know, I kind of feel a little tired, and bango, I'll take a few hits off the Toka 2. And G5, my bro, I'm hitting on some nice. I showed it a little earlier. I'll show it again because I think this got an automatic focus. It should focus up so you get to see the nice little red hairs protruding from this this tasty little bud that I'm picking apart in front of me here, just like my Thanksgiving bird here, taking off a little piece of dark meat here. You know what I'm saying, man? Always the dark meat. Put it in the Toka 2. Exhale. Nice smooth motion. Try to retain as much of that smoke as long as possible. You know, some situations, man, you don't want any smoke to escape because the Toka 2 is a great way to smoke your weed if you don't want to stink the place up. Because the only smoke that comes out is what comes out of your mouth. See? Nothing comes out of the pipe. The pipe is just used as you light it, goes down in the water, suck all the smoke out. And the pipe does not, it's not like smoking a bone or like a blunt or even a bowl. It's a one hit. Nothing gets wasted. The smoke goes bang, bang. And what you exhale is the only thing that comes out. And if you got good enough lungs, you can eat the fucking thing. And man, got some black boogers in there. But hey, man, the buzz is like nothing you've experienced on a blunt. Believe me, I've been smoking for 50 years, man. Probably longer than most of my peeps out there have been born. I'm not bragging about it. It's just fact, man. A lot of reefer, many different ways to smoke it, vapes, any edible you can imagine. I mean, we used to have the hookahs with 5 different hoses going off. People would put a nickel bag in there, fire it up, and everybody had to be smoking on the things. But this is the best way to smoke, man. The Toka 2. In fact, I got an email from Toka 2 today. They're selling them for 10% off, and they're giving you some album from the 70s. I can't even remember what it was on a CD. I think it might have been I think it was the band Live at Woodstock. Kind of a classic tune. I like the band, man. Robbie Robertson, Rick Danko, Levon Helms. You know, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down and The Weight. You gotta love the band, man. You know, I mean, they played a generation here, man. Let me see what people are saying over here. I get carried away here. I start talking and I don't pay attention to the chat. And I see some good ones up there, man. My brother Picasso. I wish I could smoke with Bruce, but my job has sneaking nurses and wants me to pee in a cup. Yeah, man. I had to go pee in a cup yesterday because I have to do a physical. The 10th, I have to be there at 8:45. You know, that's Marvin Hagler Day because we're going to talk about that too, man. We're going to talk about my brother Marvin Hagler, man. We're going to talk about, the day that he passed away and the day my buddy JR passed away. First guy I ever smoked reefer with back in '69. First guy I ever went and got served in a bar underage. You know, this is back when it was 21 to drink. We were both 16, man. And somehow we got served in this place. And we used to go there for lunch. We'd take off from school. Friday nights, it was great stuff, man. There was no ID at the door. The bartender give you a pitcher of beer. I think it was $1 when I went in there for a fucking pitcher of a Narragansett beer. I know this little lame changes his name. Oh man, yeah, that pigeon. He must be on a buzz or something because he pulls that all the time. I see him in tons of channels. Lady Love, man, thanks for coming in, man. Good to see you here, man. Salute to Lady Love. Lady Love is. Like, I'm going to make sure Lady Love has a wrench in here, man. Lady Love is Kano, man. Kano, you gotta be wrenched up in here, bro, man. People playing fucking games, man. Am I gonna have to go in here and start giving wrenches and taking wrenches away, man? I didn't think I'd get into that bullshit, but I'm gonna give them to people that I know. If somebody tells me if they're getting out of hand, Kano is definitely gonna get one, man. If that's my brother, it's gotta be my brother Kano. I gotta find out where he is back here. Do a little backtracking. Forgive me, man. Forgive me here. Oh man, I can't even see him. Kano, bro, if you can write something in there, I can tighten you up. Tavern on the town. That's Phil. Pigeon Phil, get the fuck out of here. What you, man? Why are you gonna come in my chat and make trouble? We're having a good old talk in here, man. Where I didn't even get to my main topic, man. Unhidden. Okay, man. Yes, absolutely. Bruce. Now that's not me. That's got to be. Man, Pigeon. Pigeon. I'm gonna fucking get you, you bastard, man. I treat you right, and you got to come in here and pull that bullshit, man. All right, man. I think I talked about Jaco Pastorius. I didn't even get to the end of the. I didn't even get to the end of the band here, the Trio of Doom. Good thing it's only a fucking trio, man. Imagine if it was a quartet or something. I'd be in trouble. I'd be in real trouble. I'm gonna have to find out how I can effectively deal with trolls and stuff. I know they I know Drew and stuff. They do this thing where you got to be a member for you got to sign up for 3 months and everything like that. I don't quite know how to do that, but Pigeon, there you go, man. Somebody, you can't take care of a guy like that because he's got so many accounts. He's a legend on YouTube. He's a character. But anyway, man, I'm gonna finish talking about the band so I can tell you what I came on here originally for. Do another toka. Have a little more water, man. My lips are getting dry too. I got some lip balm over there. You knew. Salute. Thank you for coming in, sister. Can't see anything. Let me see here, man. You can't see anything on there? Mine is and I think I can see. I can see myself on YouTube, and I can hear the music in the background. Is it coming in okay, or are they fucking with me, man? The drummer Tony Williams, fantastic drummer. Nah. The gravity bong. I've tried those gravity bongs and stuff. The Toka 2 that's absolutely the best way to smoke, man. The Toka 2 is clean, it's efficient, it's stable. You know how many glass bongs I've had that have taken the dive? The Toka 2 is the best bong I've found, and like I stated earlier, I've been smoking weed since 1969, taking a few breaks here and there, but mostly, man, I get right back up on the horse. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were telling me the latest evidence is if you take a 48-hour break, you get higher. When you come back, your receptors get cleaned out, and yada yada yada. But bro, I don't want to get higher. I enjoy the high. I enjoy the level I'm on. Maybe once in a while, I'm going to, maybe once in a while I'll go buy some dabs, some concentrates, or some edibles, just for a change. Although the concentrates, they put you on another level. I can't believe that fucking shit is legal, man. Can you believe that? OG, man. Salute my brother. OG, if I don't have you wrenched up, man, that's only because I'm in StreamYard and I can't see you. But I'll go back to YouTube. I'll play the fucking game over here, man. I don't want you getting timed out. Pigeon, I'm not going to wrench you up, man, because anyway, man, the drummer. We'll get back to the drummer here, Tony Williams, the great. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say one of the greatest drummers in the world, man. Tony Williams, 18 years old. He's touring with Miles Davis with the classic quintet, man, with Miles Davis and Wayne Shorter and Herbie Hancock and Ron Carter and Tony Williams, man. And that was a band. That was probably, people say that's the greatest Miles band of all time. Right, Picasso, my brother. I've contacts are rare. The thing is, these days you don't really need a contact, but it's better to buy it on the black market. You go to the commissaries, first of the month, man, I'm there because that's when I'm flush. That's when the bills are paid, bro. But hey, no problem, OG man. You know, I wish I could show. I wish I could be looking at YouTube, but unfortunately, YouTube kind of lags where I'm at. Maybe it's because I have a couple of windows open. I'm gonna, I could keep my eye on it that way. But it freezes up and it lags. I don't know if it's doing it with you guys. Is it coming in okay? Because with me, it's coming in weird. StreamYard's coming in great, but anyway, man, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna get back to it over here, man. I'm gonna Tony Williams, unbelievable drummer, and the people that he's played with, man. Not only Miles Davis, but all those Miles Sidemen I just mentioned, and they all had bands, and they all got Tony Williams to play with them. And he played with Stan Getz and Chick Corea, Keith Jarrett, man. I mean, just so many people. But this trio got together, not for long. Jaco Pastorius. The last time I saw the bassist Jaco was at I love this tune right here, man. I mean, it doesn't get heavier than this, man. It's like somebody was saying earlier, acid jazz. Maybe. Ayahuasca jazz. But Jaco Pastorius, very young man, man. He never seemed to change his look. He had long hair, and he used to wear baggy cotton clothes, kind of like hospital ORs, but they were white cotton. He was very spiritual cat, or he seemed like that. But he'd like to get fucked up. I mean, I saw the guy at Lupo's Heartbreak Hotel. Excuse me. I saw him at Lupo's Heartbreak Hotel in Providence, Rhode Island, downtown Providence one year. It was his birthday. It was just Jaco solo on bass, and he had a local guy on drums with him. But he was fucked up, and he was a guy when he got drunk, he was belligerent. He was mean, but he was only a small guy, so it wasn't. I read about I read his obituary where he got in a fight in a bar and he got beaten to death, stabbed to death. I don't know what happened, but I could see it, man. He was walking around this bar, and this place, Lupo's Heartbreak Hotel. I mean, if you ever want to Google it and check it out, it was in downtown Providence. It was a dive bar, but it was full of bikers. It was full of freaks. Even businessmen went there. Executives and shit. The mayor of Providence, Vincent Cianci, man, he was in there all the time. But they had some top bands in there. I mean, they had not only Jaco, they had like Jerry Lee Lewis there. They had B.B. King played there. Jerry Garcia was there with a band. Lowell George. So many different acts played there, man. It was a really historical place. Rich Lupo's Heartbreak Hotel. And anyway, I saw Jaco. One of the many times I went there, I saw Jaco solo there, and he was belligerent. He was drunk. I walked out of the concert halfway through because it was just so. He just kept repeating himself, just playing the same solo. He said it was his birthday. I don't know if it was. He kept playing "Happy Birthday" to me, and I mean, he was bumping into people. He walked by me, and I could smell the puke on his breath. Sad, but and I see he walked into somebody. He wanted to fight, and I saw he got knocked on the ground. It didn't surprise me when I read that he was in Miami and got killed in a barroom fight, because he was, sad story, man. Jazz, sometimes the jazzmen don't make it all the way to the encore, man. Jaco left us way too soon, like Marvin Hagler, man, like Curtis Anderson, like so many people. I'm at the stage in my life where I start, and it's all gonna fit in with what I'm doing up here, man. And instead of accumulating things, I'm at the stage of my life where I'm letting things go. A lot. It's almost like whenever my phone rings and I see the number of some classmate that I had, or somebody that somebody from the past, they're usually going to tell me that one of my buds is either dead or had a stroke. I got one today, man. So some guy that they called him Moose, big son of a bitch. He still does. He didn't die. Big bastard, always riding a Harley, big beard, man. Fucking, man, he was my bud. I kicked his ass when we were kids, and I used to talk about it. He just kind of laughed because he's about a foot taller than me now. He kind of, I stayed at like 5'9". He went up to like 6'9" almost, a big motherfucker. But anyway, I heard he had a stroke, man. But he's in the hospital. My bud said he's doing good, and he had diabetes and everything else. I see that. I see some of these killers I used to hang with, man. They got all, they got old and they didn't take care of themselves, and that's why I stress, man. Drink the water, get healthy, do your cardio. If you can't run, walk, man. If you can't lift, do some push-ups and some resistance training. I got the dumbbells over there. I'm loaded with arthritis, but you got to stimulate the muscles. You got to stay ahead of the grim reaper, man, because like I said, I'm at the stage in my life where accumulations, man. Accumulations I really don't need anymore. I told you guys about the boxing mags that my lovely wife found in the closet a couple of months ago, and it's more stuff, more accumulations, but I'm a pack rat. I still love to accumulate stuff, and today, well, sliding counter, my brother, salute, man, sliding counter. The resistance bands, it, man. Whatever it takes, you've got to stimulate those muscles. You've got to you've got to do resistance training. The resistance bands are excellent, man. You can get different levels, and you can get a great workout in. Especially, you're not going to break furniture. You're not going to wreck your house. Weights can be dangerous unless you're in a proper setting. But man, I just I love training. I can't train anymore because of my arthritis, but you have to keep your muscles stimulated. And if you can't, well, if you can't do that, man, you're gonna get small and fragile, kind of like I'm getting now. But do your cardio, get your cardiovascular exercise in, and that means running, walking, anything that's going to get the heart rate up. It's going to get some wind in you, get that VO2 max, and keep hydrated. But anyway, man, like I said, man, accumulating things is not really on my main thing here, man. Who invented rock and roll, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. Rock and roll, I don't know, man. Elvis, back in those days, back in the, with in Memphis, Tennessee, with Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis, Sun Records, man. Maybe that was the beginning of rock and roll. I don't know, man. I wish I was around back then. I would have been the inventor of rock and roll, man. I always had it in me. But anyway, like I said about the accumulations, the other day I got this book that's behind me over here, man. Knockout. It's called The Art of Boxing. It's a unbelievable pictorial It's a book, hardcore, weighs about 10 pounds. I did a show on it, man. My brother Trick Nolte sent it to me. Unbelievable to get something like that. But anyway, man, that was great. That was like Christmas Day for me. And then it's funny, the next day, do I have it? Do I have the book over here? This I don't want to drop. This is the reason that I'm here. That we want to keep over here. The next day I came home, and this is in my doorway, and this is a book. It's called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Professional Wrestling. And it's a pictorial. It's got all these wrestlers in here, and you see Kamala there. And there's a little story about him. It's probably got, I don't know, man, 30, 40 different wrestlers in here. It's got them all, man. It's got all Bruno Sammartino's, Pedro Morales, Bob. But anyway, that's like 2 books in it. I got one book one day from Trick, and then I get the other book the next day from my brother Doc, another guy, man, the guy that I went to Watkins Glen with. I used to, him and I used to take these chicks and skinny dip all the time, and he was a stud too, man. I couldn't understand it, but the ladies loved Doc, man. He always was. He first pick, man. But anyway, man, shout out to my man Doc. He knew I was a wrestling fan. We've been to so many live wrestling matches together. He puts that in my doorway. I didn't know who did it. I kind of figured it out. I sent him a text. He said, yeah, because I saw you walking your dog by. I didn't recognize you. You were so skinny. I'm like, yeah, I'm not as big as I once was, but hey, man, regardless thereof, he gave me this awesome wrestling book, and I haven't bought books in years, man. I'm not like a book man. I'm an internet guy. I read my stories there. I used to boxing magazines, shit, man. I couldn't get my hands on enough of them as fast as they came out, man. I've got Sports Illustrated cover right there of Buster Douglas when he beat Mike Tyson. Rocky Lives, and that's not. I didn't buy that, man. I didn't buy that framed. That was that's the Sports Illustrated right there, man. I bought that in 1990. When that fight happened. But anyway, man, I get things usually happen in threes. You know how things usually happen in threes. So anyway, man, um, I was watching Stormy B, man, not long ago, and he got the box of Wheaties, man. You see that? You see that box that's just sitting over my shoulder with Muhammad Ali on the cover? Well, I saw that and I said, man, I'm gonna try to get one. So I asked my wife. I haven't. It's kind of sad, maybe even pathetic, but I haven't been in a supermarket in almost 2 years. Um, my wife loves to go. I went 2 years ago because she broke her foot and and she couldn't walk. And I went, but then she could walk the next week and she wanted to go. I don't mind going. I mean, I went when I was a kid and everything. My favorite wrestling era, man. Oh man, absolutely my favorite wrestling era. I I went the 80s, the 70s, man. They were all great, man. The Bruno San Martino era, the rated R era was decent, but nah, until the past maybe 6 years or so, maybe even 3 years, I stopped watching wrestling, and I catch the big events now, but it's kind of wrestling isn't really my main sport, but I always loved it, and I still do. I can watch it, and once you get the name straightened out, maybe two or three guys have different names. Absolutely, man. If that's your channel, G5, man, shout out and sub to my brother G5. In fact, anybody out here, man, you want to drop your link out here? We got some good channels out here, man. We definitely talk our shit, bro. We definitely talk our shit over here, man. Give us a thumbs up if you're over here. I guess that means something in this YouTube community. I'm not quite sure, but I don't know, man. I don't know the rules here. I don't know if they're gonna censor me for playing my boys in the background here, man. And I did. Did I play the? Yeah, I did the Ali thing earlier, or did I, man? I'm not sure if I did it or not. I was gonna play something. I was gonna play this thing with Ali on Arsenio Hall, and I was listening to a bunch of Ali shit tonight, man. I was listening to a David Frost thing, and I was listening to oh man, no, now I can't even think of his name. An HBO exec, man. If my bro George was here, he'd know who it was. Rodolfo Rivera, shoot my man. How are you doing, brother? Danny Drew, man. Salute to you too, bro. But what was I even saying here, man? We're talking about wrestling, I believe. And oh no, we're talking about what? Yeah, the wrestling book that I got. And yeah, wrestling, man. I used to dig it all the time. I still do, but so much boxing is so encompassing now. There's so much happening. The lighter weights, and now that we on YouTube and shit, man. Yeah, G5, man, definitely. I had 420 the other day, and I wanted to go on and do a 420 thing. I want to do a show about the 420, the weed and everything, which I love to do regardless thereof. But I was blessed, man. And then it dropped to 419. I guess somebody that didn't like me and then it went back to 420 and I think it's about 422. I think it is right now. I'm not sure. But man, thank you all so much for putting me up there, man. Because when I first started this, I didn't even know why I started. I started to have some fun, to be able to talk some boxing, to be able to, to kind of. I used to go to everybody's house, and I kind of wanted to have my own house. I was always the kind of guy who I dug living alone, man. Before I got married, man, I stayed with roommates and stuff before, but man, even when I stayed with chicks and roommates, man, I like living alone, man. I like knowing where, I go to the bathroom and I put my soap over there and my toothbrush and my razor blades, and then they're going to be there the next day, and I don't know, man. It's just, I always flew solo. I lived alone for many years, and now that I think about it, I don't know how many years it was, but I dig it. I'm very at peace with myself. I'm not the kind of a person who has to be with somebody. I have a friend of mine, man, my buddy Jimbo, man. Oh, I wanted to kick his ass. His girl of 20 years left him, and she was a fucking nut anyway, man. And he was blessed to get rid of her. She left him high and dry without telling him not even taking her clothes. She went into the hospital and then was transferred somewhere else, and she had a restraining order against him. Anyways, a year later, he's telling me now he's taking her back. I'm like, you fucking, oh, I can't let her go to a shelter. Oh, she threatened to cut his throat with a knife while he's sleeping. My wife said, just tell him to make sure he sharpens the knives before she gets there. It's easier with a sharper knife, less pain. But anyway, man, the accumulations is what we're talking about here. I got a nose sniffle tonight. Hope I don't have COVID, man. You never know. I got the test. I could do one. I have two of them here, man. Two COVID tests. I took one already, and I've been stabbed. So hey, in fact I was with some dude today, a really good brother of mine, and he's firing up a little bull in his car. You want a couple of hits? Nah. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to make the commitment. I'm still leery of it. I don't want to catch anything. But regardless, man, I hope I don't have it. If I do, hey, fuck it, man. I even tell my wife I kind of want to, but I don't want to. But accumulations anyway. She went to the grocery store today, the place I don't go to, and what did she come back with? And believe me, I tried to get these before. Wheaties, 2 boxes. Muhammad Ali on the cover, man. Box number 1. Mohammed. She brought me 2 of them, not 1 but 2. And Khan Shawnee, my brother, salute. And I'm not a hoarder. Maybe I'm not a hoarder. I throw things away, but I live in a small house. It's a small 2-bedroom house. 1 bedroom's mine. 1 bedroom's my wife. The dog sleeps on the couch, goes where he wants to sleep. She snores, so sleep apnea, sleep apnea, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, man, small house, and it gets really cramped. You save stuff. Boxes are stacked everywhere, but anyway, man, I got 2 of these awesome fucking Wheaties boxes with Muhammad Ali on the cover. One is going to stay here, and one of these, man, if anybody wants to put in the comments after, tell me why you want this box of Wheaties, man, and whoever gets the most thumbs up, I'm not even going to vote on it. I'm not gonna sway myself because, man, I love Muhammad Ali, and I've done a bunch of shows on here dedicated to Ali, man, and sometimes I even get choked up when I talk about Ali. That's not gonna happen tonight, man. Because tonight I got something really fucking cool, man. Wheaties boxes, and I was looking, man. You know how many athletes have been on the cover of? I've made Wheaties boxes since like the 30s, man. It's been like guys like Babe Ruth, Joe DiMaggio, and I mean all the way up, Mary Lou Retton, Bruce Jenner, which they put Caitlyn Jenner in there now. When you look in the thing, I was going through the athletes on the Wheaties box, man, and it's Caitlyn Jenner and Bruce Jenner, awesome athlete, triathlon in the fucking '76 Olympics. And if anybody doesn't know what that is, man, look it up because I don't know. Life is what it is, man. And Bruce Jenner is what he is. Caitlyn Jenner. Mad Chad, my brother. Salute, man. Salute. I'm in here cooking up a little bit of jazz and doing a few tokes over here. And I'm explaining to something what I got today. Let me get the brain cells dusted off over here. 1 second here, man. 1 second. That John McLaughlin on guitar is so fucking hot, man. Just at the trio setting. But anyway, guys, I got 2 boxes, and if anybody wants one, like I said, man, just write it down in the thoughts afterwards. Just tell me why you want it, and everybody out there who's watching and feels like it, man, give it a give them a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up to the best comment you see down there, and whoever gets the most, man, I'll ship it out to you, bro. I'll be glad to do it, man. It will be my pleasure. Maybe I'll even stick a boxing mag or 2 on there, for the hell of it, to kind of even it off. But it's how I appreciate Muhammad Ali. Let me see if I can find this here. Something I wanted to pull this up earlier. Let's see if I can do it here, man. First of all, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to get rid of my trio of doom here because I'm gonna try to. I don't want this to um to drag. I want to see if we can show it here, man. This was really cool. I don't know if you've seen this one. Probably people probably have, but it's one of the cooler things out there, man. It's a very cool interview, man. Let's let's check it out.
Great. This is great. When you would come on television as a kid and say that you were the greatest, did you realize that one day you'd be recognized as the greatest? Did you realize the impact you have on society?
Believe it. I had a good idea that I was.
Mm-hmm.
I did my best to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, you were an influence on not only athletes, but you were an influence on everybody, on me. You know,
Somebody talking.
Well, when I do interviews, I say, I'm the greatest talk host of all time. I'm greatest stage act. Look at me. Stage act ain't with me. Look at me. I'm greatest. I'm the greatest of all time. Yeah. They cannot talk me. They cannot talk I'm the greatest. You influenced everybody. Who was your influence?
A boxer named Sugar.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
Junior.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ground ball. They say that some fighters are born and some fighters are created. Which were you?
Hats.
Really? That's kind of born, I guess.
I would say creative. I wasn't born boxing.
Oh, really?
And then one time I didn't know how to box, so I learned.
Now, why did you decide to go boxing?
One.
Really?
So I stopped boxing very room,
Mm-hmm.
and I had natural ability.
Mm-hmm.
So one step led to another. The Golden Glove Championship, the Olympics, then pro.
Yeah. What's the hardest you've ever been hit? Who threw the punch?
Boxing.
Yeah, boxing.
A guy named Ernie Schaefer.
Yeah.
They recognized.
Yeah, he is hard.
Hit me so hard, I jumped. I can't focus on Africa.
That's amazing. You you often fought guys, and I'll be honest with you, like say for instance George Foreman. I didn't think you were gonna be able to beat George
I
Foreman.
mean,
Oh really?
I was nervous.
Really? What other fight made you nervous?
Sunday listening,
Mm-hmm.
smoking Joe Crazy,
Really?
and my first wife. What was your toughest fight?
Oh man. Barry Dillard, the late show Fox. Yeah. Oh man. Who do you like today in the fighting game?
Type.
Really?
Type was so rugged, so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting. Everybody fighting, knock them out.
Yeah. Yeah. You used to name your opponents that you like knockouts. Where did you come up with the names?
When I first fought Sunday listening, one day I just said, the bigger the better.
Mm-hmm.
Just start promoting how he fights the better.
Yeah.
So as I go along, I name different fighters.
Yeah.
I don't call them no names. If I fought you, I name you to Squirrel. some people don't have certain allergies. Don't talk about that. You didn't come to the world.
But you know, when the greatest of all time says you're a squirrel, you're a squirrel. I'm gonna take a commercial and try to get a nut. We'll be right back.
No, I love the way Ali. You know, you think it might be difficult to understand, but if you just kind of listen for a few minutes, you know, I understand him so nicely, man. Look at 1960, man, forever young. Check the rest of this out, man.
Commercial will come back with these champions.
Good stuff, man. Thriller in Manila.
You've talked extensively about how this man influenced you as a boxer. Why don't you talk to them about it?
Well, it's no big secret that I emulate Muhammad and Sugar Robinson because they transcended sport boxing, they brought entertainment to a sport that was highly criticized because of the nature of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's time to thank Ali because he made it possible for me and Mike to be in this position.
Mm-hmm. We want money from you and Stallone. If you had to name him, say for instance he were an opponent.
Come on, man.
What would his name be?
Rabbit.
The Rabbit. Rabbit 2.
Oh, I don't say that. It's TV. Television. Television.
The Rabbit's a cute.
Or most factors.
That's an interesting retort. You are a student of boxing. You study all these films. You got this stuff that you bore your friends with, make them watch and everything. Out of all your stuff you look at with Muhammad Ali fighting, what's your favorite?
Muhammad Ali, Stephen Wood.
Really?
That was a super fight, man.
Just as Ali and you know, I wasn't even born in 66, wasn't you super young.
Yeah.
I was 10.
I wasn't born in Ali. You know, a long time ago, I was in the Bronx and I was in a detention home for bad kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Muhammad came and he visited us. And this was at the time the movie The Greatest was out. So all the kids sat down and we watched the movie The Greatest. And then Ali came in. This is a funny story. Once I saw him and saw his impact and what kind of aura he came when he entered the room.
Mm-hmm.
By no means, from watching the fight, I knew I could never copy or emulate his style because he was so far advanced as far as technology and everything. You know, he was the future as far as boxing was concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm going to be like him. And I meant as far as being famous, having money, and just be me, the way I am now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to be just like this guy.
Right.
As far as success. I tell him this all the time. I must have been 10 years old then. And he said, God, yeah, I know wants to hear it or anything. But if I never met him that time, I would never been the person I am now.
But did you actually get to talk to him?
Oh, yeah, I told him all the time, he don't want to hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, back then, like,
I think I was close to him, but I was like the bad guy, troublemaker.
She had a brown pants down there?
You remember? Oh, everybody had that. Oh, okay.
That was the uniform. Now, what was it about that Cleveland Williams fight that you liked?
Because you watch them really establish him at marvelous physical shape. But when you watch him in the later years, you know what I mean, his personality is reflecting, you know what I mean, his characteristics, you know what I mean, his character overwhelming everyone, you know what I mean? Because deep down belief. And totally manipulating the human mind at that time. And when fighters at particular times before was just authentically tough. You hit me, and who's going to land the first blow, who's going to take it?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this authentic toughness is coming in. And he was just so marvelous, and he just outthanked them, and he would make them believe they were tired. He would talk to them.
The scientific approach.
And I know at the time it's very hard to believe because sometimes, I guess, I don't know. I'm shocked to be the sugar man and the greatest,
Yeah. Yeah. He mentioned talking to your opponents. Did you talk to a lot of your opponents? Now, you told me this wasn't true, but Frazier claims in this videotape that they rent that you told him that you were God or something like that. That's not true, though, right? What would you say to a Joe Frazier when you were in the ring?
Yeah, show myself. Not talking about it's
Yeah. But you would talk to your opponent.
I got open my mouth and go to the job.
Gorgeous George, yeah. Yeah, Gorgeous George talked a lot of stuff.
Number one, though, he didn't want to be about the Ali.
Yeah.
I let him talk trash for watching all this.
You talk to your opponent, say?
Yeah, I'm very subconscious man.
Yeah, now what do you mean by that?
We went to the college. And we worked with Americans.
I can't imagine Ray talking trash. Anyway, you can't go a few more than left to cut.
You talk to people? I didn't have to talk to nobody.
You never talked to an opponent in the ring? You have?
I don't think.
Really? What did you say to Tyrell?
One incident he said, wow, you're going elbow too. You're going to die. Your elbow is going to you're going to die.
You know what? It's probably our pleasure to have this moment just to tell you how bad you are, man, and just sit down and kick it with you. You are truly the greatest of all time.
Man, that was just so good. Just just so good. Let me let me see if I can find you something else I want to share with you here, man. Because it's there's a lot of good stuff out there, and I don't know if I can get away with it or not. But hey, man, I can do it here, and you know if uh if it gets, I know I can always erase it. I don't have to keep it up here. But you know, I kind of like showing some of these things, man, because I was doing doing a little exploring today, and this was another one, man. This was another something that I think you guys would enjoy, man. You know, this always always something that I dug here, man. I'm trying to do it and keep my shit going here at the same time. But check this out, man. Check this out.
Big surprise that Sue was going to fight the Olympic flame.
I'm standing at the bottom of the stage. I'm about to go on the stage, and I'm going to recite the athlete's oath. I'm nervous again. I don't know who's going to come in. I had no idea.
The Centennial Olympic Games, a big anniversary for the Olympic movement, and everybody in the land is all talking about the big moment. Everybody wanted to know who's it going to be, and it was one of the best kept secrets. And even Muhammad Ali was in there.
Actually written to the Atlanta organizing committee saying you need to pick Ali, and I don't think I was the only that was, no one knew that I could hope, and he sort of popped out, from behind almost a magic curtain, and here was, our greatest sporting hero, in my opinion, at least, now lighting the flame poles.
Muhammad Ali, of course, still a great presence, still exuding nobility and stature. And the response he evokes is part affection, part excitement, but especially respect.
When Muhammad Ali lit the torch, it was a great thing, especially for boxing. Him being a boxer, him being one of the greatest boxers ever. It was a great moment because I idolized Muhammad Ali and I still watch him.
Dick ever sold its own.
There's any opening ceremony I wish I would have been at. And it was very difficult for gymnastics because we compete the next day. So a lot of times we don't get to walk an opening. But we always watch it. And to see Muhammad Ali light the torch, I don't know that anyone did that with dry eyes because of what he represents, sports to the Olympic movement. To be able to witness that in my lifetime is magical as competing at the Olympics, because it is those that go before us, those that create that path that allow us to do what we do.
I think Muhammad Ali is just one of those icons in America that just sort of represents everyone. His story is so amazing. You know what he went through. Obviously his accomplishments as a boxer. It was just one of those moments that's burned and etched in your mind. Here's someone so great representing our country and sort of raising his arm up in victory for our country and representing it to the world.
Salute my brother Scrapbook, man. Thank you for stopping in, man. Um, just kicking back here, man. I don't know if you're here earlier, but my wife went out today, and I want to shout out my wife, man. Like I was saying, I don't even know if I stopped if I concluded the story, but she went. I saw Stormy B, man, back when these came out. I think it was back in June or in July. But Wheaties put out their hundredth box, whatever it may be. But they dedicated Michael Jordan and Ali, and I think they got Babe Ruth on there. The boxes were kind of a rarity. I'm going through the list, and the only one I can see is Jack Dempsey, the only other boxer that made a Wheaties box, aside from Muhammad Ali. But anyway, man, I ordered some. I went online. I do some shopping online sometimes. When I need something and she doesn't find it. And anyway, man, But anyway, I was looking on there, and they were showing the 100th anniversary of Ali, the Wheaties boxes. And I'm like, wow, man. I wonder if it's going to be Ali, because I know they got a bunch of other great athletes on there now. I think they got Joe Montana. I think they got I know they got Michael Jordan, because I have a Michael Jordan in here. But anyway, man, no Muhammad Ali. What am I going to do? Send an email back to Walmart saying, damn, I got the Wheaties, but I wanted the Muhammad Ali box. Anyway, my wife went to, I told her, and she knows, and she went, they didn't have them in Stop and Shop. That's our local grocery. And plus she goes to see her mother at the nursing home. She goes by a Shaw's supermarket, another one in Barrington. Nope. And man, I'll tell you, the old lady's on my side, because today she comes in toting two of these suckers, man. Not one, but two. Two of these Wheaties boxes with the greatest on there, right? Box number one, which they probably all say box number one. But anyway, man, it's got this beautiful thing on the back of it, man. Let me read this to you while I'm here, man. It says, champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something deep inside, a desire, a dream, and a vision. And that was quote by Muhammad Ali. And then it said, as an athlete, he shook up the world with his skill, his grace, his passion, and his wit, achieving 3 world heavyweight championships and an incredible record of 57-5. As a humanitarian, he was an outspoken fighter, a tireless advocate for religious and civil rights, a conscientious objector who took his battle to the Supreme Court and won. Damn. As a champion, his devotion to promoting respect, hope, and understanding has inspired and helped people around the world to achieve their own greatness. Muhammad Ali gave new meaning to the word courage and forever changed what it means to be a champion. He was the greatest of all time. Man, I can't say that without getting choked up, man. That's on the back of this Wheaties box, man. And I got 2 of them. And you just do it, type a few words on the bottom, telling me why you want my second one, and man, I'll be so glad to mail it out to you. Scrapbook, my brother, man. Isn't that a cool thing? I bet you probably got the original in your museum up there, bro. But if you don't, man, you just let me know, and I'll mail this box out to you, brother, and it'll be my pleasure, man. And that's what I was gonna say. My wife. Let me finish this story. 'Cause I get so excited when I start talking about this. She this was 6 months ago, and I tried to get it maybe 2 months ago. But anyway, I got the Michael Jordan box, and she never said anything. But man, she's a sharp old bird. She comes in today. She got two of them. I'm like, oh man, great. She goes, the last two they had, and I'm like, really? And she goes, yep. And they were way behind. They had the Michael Jordan ones in the front, and I had to go behind them. I said, you looked, because I always look, man. And absolutely, man. Shout out to my wife, man. I should have known. She, as a matter of fact, I always look. Goddamn right, baby. I'm always looking for you too, man. Salute, man. Salute. I'm so lucky. But anyway, I got this. I got this second. Not this second. This great gift here, man. And the wife laid it on me today. Two of them. And one of them is, I'm not gonna accumulate. I'm not gonna hoard things. I have, Trick just sent me this awesome book over the right, man, over the left. I'm looking at my screen and I'm getting mixed up over here. But anyway, man, the book by Trick, and then my boy Doc sending me this wrestling pictorial with little stories in there. Like I said, there's got to be 50 wrestlers in there. 30, 50, I don't know. I didn't count them, but we're going to talk about wrestling someday. We're going to come back on here, but anybody wants that second box of Wheaties, bro. Like I said, just you tell me why in the comment section. If more than one person is in there, and I only have one box, the second one I'm keeping that. I don't even know if I'm going to eat the Wheaties, because I still got the box of Michael Jordan full of Wheaties. I don't really do Wheaties. I get plenty of fibrous, plenty of fiber in my diet from the vegetables I eat. I do a lot of spinach, a lot of kale, a lot of cabbage, things like that. And oatmeal, man, I do Irish oatmeals, Irish steel cut oatmeal. If any of you guys, you get oatmeal, try Irish steel cut. It's more like grits. It's got a nice texture to it. Fiber, incredible. Nothing in there but rolled oats. There's no artificial ingredients, no preservatives, nothing but something that's good for you. Going to keep you around with us longer. Plenty of fuel in the morning. Complex carbohydrates. If you don't know what they are, Google them, man. These are the kind of carbohydrates you want to consume if you're gonna consume carbohydrates at all. So I'm hearing a lot about Mediterranean diets now, and carnivore diets, the Atkins diet, where people are laying off protein and they're laying off the carbohydrates. They're adding more proteins and more fats to their diets. And I was talking to somebody yesterday who was on it for like 13 years, and man, she was 51 years old. She could have passed for 30. So anyway, man, it's find out the diet that's right for you. Stick with it, man. Bruce goes, man. I've been around here for over an hour already, man. I appreciate everybody who stopped in here, man. I really do, man. I was only going to go on here. I was going to play a little bit of the Trio of Doom scrapbook. I was just playing some jazz earlier, some really, really cool jazz. I saw it at the Havana Jazz Festival. I caught the Trio of Doom. Tony Williams, Jaco Pastorius, and John McLaughlin. Great album. Great music. We did that. I wanted to show some Ali stuff, man. That Arsenio Hall. I had a lot of other things on here, man. I had some really cool interviews. Jesse the Body, his interview on Ali is great, man. Jesse was talking to Muhammad Ali, and he spent a few hours with Ali, and Jesse was a fanboy, man. He was like I am, maybe worse. He said he sat there with Ali, and they watched the Sonny Banks fight when Ali got knocked on his ass with the right hand, man. Ali got cleanly decked. He got back up and he won the fight, but they're watching it, and Jesse's like, And Ali kind of, this is when Parkinson's had ravaged him, and he looked at Jesse and he goes, "It was a slip." And that's Muhammad Ali, bro. Great, the greatest, bro. That's why they called him the greatest, because that's what he was, man. And I wanted to do that. I wanted to get rid of the second box of Wheaties I had. I went on eBay just to check it out, man. Some of them are going for $20 out there. Some are like $12, but you have to pay shipping. You want this, baby? You tell Bruce Goes in the comments below, and I'll get it to you, man. Believe me, I will. It's a first come, first serve. I only have one, and God bless, man. Take care of yourselves, man. Stay up on boxing. Boxing is still with us, man. It's the business of boxing that's driving me fucking crazy, man. The fighting I love. the business of boxing where we're going to marinate this. He's not ready for that. He's only a world champion. What do you mean he's not ready for that? When's he going to be ready for that? When he's 30? It's it's a different world in boxing out there than it was when guys like Scrapbook and me were we were down in the trenches. And I don't know, man. It's an uncomfortable situation. It's not what boxing used to be, but I'm not going to get excited about. I'm going to get excited from a fan's point of view. I love boxing. I love combat. I love watching the best fight the best. Maybe we'll see that. Who knows? The best can only fight the best in their era. Because I hear a lot of people saying how this guy's not that good. Who is he fought? Blah blah blah. If you fight the best in your era, man, you're pretty good. That's why I don't knock Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, he really. How can you call it a duck when you're the undisputed heavyweight champion and you pretty much beat every champion or ex-champion out there, and when he went to prison and he came back, you say what you want, but he wasn't the same guy who stepped in the ring. Peter McNeely and getting all these insecurities, these false sense of the things are the same. Don King rode Mike Tyson. It's a crazy story, man. Maybe it's when boxing started taking the wrong turn. I don't know, man. From a fan's perspective, I just see what I see here. And now, fortunately enough to have the internet, to have all these things available. But anyway, man, I've been on it for a while. And you know what else I wanted to say? I thought of something today. I keep my brother Curtis Anderson up there. Over my left shoulder. It's my right shoulder. It's the right. Anyway, man. And like I said, we're gonna. His birthday is October 5th. Correct, Scrapbook, man. We're gonna get together. Trick Nolte's gonna go. Matt Chad's gonna go. We're gonna go have dinner down in Newark, New Jersey. And I'm gonna call it. We're gonna call it Soup to Nuts, man. It's gonna be a birthday remembrance of Kurt Anderson, man. Soup to Nuts, and we're gonna find a hotel down there that that'll rent us a room. Maybe it'll be a table for 5. Maybe it'll be a table for 100, man. But we can get together. Just have a dinner for our brother. Share some stories. I never met the man. I never had his phone number or even his email address. But I talked to him on panels, and he talked to me. And I did have his email address. I sent him some emails, and he responded back to me. But I never really got in touch with him on a one-to-one basis. But in those chat rooms, man, it was damn. And like I said, we're gonna go have Soup to Nuts with Curtis Anderson. I've gotten several people that said they're going to do it, and I don't care if nobody else wants to, man. We're gonna go down there because I said before, man. If I don't do it, who's going to do it? We're going to wait for Howard Johnson's to announce bro. It's on me. So anybody that wants to support, get together and join us. You know how to get in touch with me. I'm easy. It's brucegoes@gmail.com, and I give you my phone number. We can hook up and maybe because I'm taking it day by day. I'm going to make some phone calls. Maybe talk to Drew. He's only over the river from New Jersey. He can tell me some of the places to call, and we're gonna hook up and get together. But anyway, man, I'm gonna conk out on that one. One more toka for everybody out there, man. Great to see it. To see people in here just listening to me and going on about my Wheaties and Muhammad Ali and boxing and jazz and shit, man. It's a good night, and I'm grateful for it. Peace, everybody out there. I know there's a lot of shit going on YouTube. I'm gonna probably go join in the festivities myself, man. Salute.